It's 3:30. Jesus. I haven't been on IG Live in a minute. I feel like it's been months and months and months since I've been on here. Just wanted to hop in, check in, spread some good vibes. What time is it in Atlanta? 3:30. Yeah, I feel like I haven't been on here in a minute. Just dropped Paddington Freestyles Insane. I just feel like no one can fuck with me. I feel like there's no one's even really barring up like that crazy anymore. I don't want to hear... I just want to hear some people just bar up. It doesn't always have to be so fucking complicated sometimes, man. Just put a beat on and go fucking crazy and say some cool shit that makes me want to have to use Google. You know? But, yeah. Haven't been on here in a minute. Just wanted to say what's up. If y'all got questions, you can go ahead and leave them in the chat. I don't feel like opening up the questions. It just distracts me from reading y'all's comments. Appreciate all the love, though. What's Google? Yeah, it's a new one. It is a new one. I just got hip to it. How did to master? How tall is you? Good days, like 6'6". You know what I mean? Bad days, 6'5". Chomp 3. Yeah, at some point I'm going to do Chomp 3. I got my dream feature list for Chomp 3, you know. I just love being independent, having the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. I think being free is a synonym for being an artist, you know? I think it's kind of wild to not have freedom as an artist. I think that's like sort of contradictory, you know? I love being able to like in the moment feel something, make something, and in that same breath of enthusiasm be able to share that with the world while I'm still enthusiastic about it. And I just mentioned this on TikTok, but a lot of people, you know, they ask me a lot, like, how do you stay going? What keeps you going? My whole thing is this, right? My obsession with progress is what generally inspires me most of the time, right? Is my obsession with progress. That's it. Like, that's it. I just want to get better, right? Now, in those rare moments where I'm not feeling inspired by my obsession with progress, that's when I have discipline and show up anyway. So I feel like discipline is a much more effective tool than motivation. Motivation, I feel like waiting for motivation is lazy. I feel like motivation is for lazy people. Discipline is for winners, you know? Discipline is for when you're not motivated, but you show up anyway. So, what does progress mean to me, though? Progress means to me learning, you know? Learning more about myself. It could be, you know, I'm reading a book right now that I didn't read before and I'm learning new information. I feel like I'm making progress mentally and spiritually. Progress in my career. It's not so much streams, views, money. It's more so going into the studio and making something that I love again. Because better than this song, better than, you know, that's all kind of subjective. But at least being able to go into the studio and continually making something that I love feels like progress to me, you know? What does it feel like to be the worst independent rapper in the game? Oh, man. It's so brutal. It's so brutal. What does it feel like to be listening to me talk at 3:40 a.m. when you don't even like me? That's a very low level of existence, you know? What day do I come to India? I believe it's like end of October. Yeah, got to get my gallon in. I can tell the comments are like delayed. We're just now laughing at my banter. Or maybe we're laughing currently at me and we're not delayed. Okay, no, it's delayed. I can tell now. There's some context. Yeah. I'm not done yet. I'm still dropping I think I got one more song. And then tour. Ugh, I don't want to think about having to leave my house right now. Come to Malaysia. I am coming to Malaysia. That's the beautiful thing about that. How's the weight loss journey? Very solid. So I lost 25 pounds in body fat, which is pretty remarkable. I'll tell y'all why. So I went to get a DEXA scan today, which is where you lay on this like bed and this thing like scans your whole body, and it's like the most accurate reporting of like, you know, bone density, visceral fat, body fat, how much muscle you have on each arm, where you're holding the most fat, et cetera, right? So I went there, and I had gone there before I started doing the weight loss thing. And what's really cool is I managed to lose 25 pounds of body fat without losing any muscle. So I did like a really solid cut, which is pretty impressive considering that I did it on tour. Obviously, I did it, you know, it started in January, but I was cutting on tour, and I managed to just, you know, do a pretty perfect cut, in my opinion, and professionals' opinions today. You know, lost 25 pounds of body fat, didn't lose a pound of muscle. And now I'm pyramiding back up. So I'm about to put on muscle, and then I'm going to cut again so I can just look like Zac Efron or something, you know. Is the art of making a classic album still important to you in this era, or are you just dropping mad singles? I want your dark fantasy type album. It's absolutely important to me. I have a classic album. That type of album that you're talking about, I have that I'm working on. I've been working on it. I just have a vision and I have a plan for everything. So in the meantime, I got a definite aim of doing what I'm doing, and it's a very, you know, very definite aim. But yeah, have no fears. I got us, you know. I got everything. I am coming to Croatia. Neumann TLM 103 for home studio. Yeah, it's a solid mic. I use that for Psycho and Ain't Nobody Take My Baby. Best interface for it. You can go with the Apogee Duet. You can go with the Apollo Twin. You can go with, you know, whatever, man. The Apogee Duet is pretty solid, though. Mumbai concert is still on, correct. Do you feel COVID took away from Shake the Snow Globe? No, I feel like Shake the Snow Globe predicted COVID. You know, the globe did in fact get shook. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I don't think about shit like that. The music came out, it was still on the internet. COVID didn't stop the music from being on the internet. What was your diet like when you lost weight? Really easy, to be honest. You eat whatever you want as long as it fits your macros. So, you know, I was eating Chick-fil-A, ice cream, pasta, and whatever, you know. As long as you track the food and it fits your macros, you're good to go. I know a lot of fitness gurus on IG want to just... I don't give a fuck. Shut up. My shit is working. It's not even my shit. It's my brother who's a certified personal trainer and nutritionist. And our shit is fucking flawless. You feel me? So, thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. All right, we'll do a couple questions of these. Favorite project of yours that you've ever made most proud of? Favorite project of mine that I've ever made. One that I'm most proud of. I'm pretty proud of Chomp 2 just for being able to pull that off. I don't know. I have favorites for different reasons. There's Really a Wolf I'm obviously very proud of because it was a stellar debut. I hit it out of the park. You know, it's classic. Zoo I'm proud of because I think it really captured the essence of what I was going through perfectly. I just wish if I could go back, I would take off Our Time and From a Distance, and I would wait about 3 more months until I had recorded Nobody Knows. But there was no way for me to know that I was about to record Nobody Knows. But Nobody Knows would have fit on Zoo perfectly, and I would have put Back to Life. So I would have put Back to Life and Nobody Knows on Zoo and taken off Our Time and From a Distance, and I think that would have been a perfect album. I think Shake the Snow Globe was pretty perfect, though. So I don't know. What is your... response couldn't be shared. Try again. No thanks. No thanks. I'll take that as a sign. Maybe it's not meant to be spoken on, you know? What is your favorite song you've created, and what was your most difficult song? Favorite song? Can't pick. Most difficult? Probably Cherry Hill. That's why it sucks to sing that live. If that shit wasn't platinum, I would not sing that live because it's really hard to sing live. Because in the booth, it took me 90 fucking takes to do it. On stage, you have to do it in one, and that's just not even how I did it. So, you know, it's tough. Why don't you do 3-verse songs? Honestly, I was very early on the 2-verse, 2-minute in and out wave because I have ADHD type shit. I don't feel like I've never been diagnosed, but I feel like I got ADHD, and I rarely make it through a full song. Even some of my favorite songs, I'm not like listening to the... I'm not listening to that at the outro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I'm out of here. 2 minutes in, I'm out of here. I'm on to the next shit. Next. It's like my brain is just moving a mile a minute, and I'm just trying to hear the next shit. So, me personally, I don't like really long songs. Even as a fan, you know? How did you come up with Goodbye? It was a true story, and I had heard that sample, and I was like, wow, this would be crazy if I chopped this. Did you really feel the way that you fell in your songs? Yes. I feel like that was self-explanatory. What shows/movies did you watch binge while on the tour bus? What? I watched Bad Guys. Classic. There's a couple good ones. I forget, though. That tour's a blur. Tour's a blur. But Eminem has very long songs, bro. Okay. I love Eminem. He's in my top 5. That comment right there reminds me of the meme where you go on the internet and say you love oranges and someone says, so you hate fucking mangoes? I literally said, I personally don't like long songs. And then someone says, but Eminem has long songs. But what about Eminem? But Eminem has long songs. Okay. Now what? I love Eminem. He's the reason why I started rapping. But like, okay. Oh, man. Yeah, me and Kaylani have a song out that got royally slept on. It's okay. Bit of a gut punch, though. Sheesh. It's called Take You Back. It's remarkable. Yeah, you should go listen to that. Why did you never collab with Mac? I didn't know him. Never met him, didn't know him. Rest in peace. Very talented guy. My favorite verse ever? That's tough. Dream feature. Dream features, a couple, man. Jay-Z, Drake, M, 50, Kanye, J. Cole. Yeah, I've done a lot of my dream features, though, which I'm happy about, obviously. Oh, I would love to do something with Kid Cudi. Definitely another dream feature. Do you have any weaknesses that you're actively working? Do I have any weaknesses? Yeah, of course I have weaknesses. What weaknesses do I have? Let me just sift through my inventory here. I just want to get better at patience and communication. For sure. Rapping or singing? Both. I love both. Can't dunk. Lies. Lies. I can't dunk? Okay. I can definitely dunk. What a joke. I can definitely dunk. Are you fucking kidding? It's so fucking disrespectful. I'm just kidding. Let me look at some more questions. Here we go. What is your schedule or routine for going into the studio making music? Is it every day? It's damn near every day, yeah. Because like I said, I try to show up even when I'm not motivated. Tonight, for example, I was super tired. I was watching this new series on Hulu. And I don't know. I was just like, nah, you know what? Let me just go into the studio and see what happens. So came down here and I made something super fast and it's really awesome. And I was like, see, if I would have just stayed upstairs, I don't, refine the skill and make something that I love. So I try to come in here every day. It's obviously not like, every day, but I try. What is your creative process? Do you just have time where you kind of come up with ideas, or do they just hit you? How did someone know I'm watching The Bear? That's crazy. I am watching that. My creative process, ideas just kind of hit me. One of the perks of being a producer is that I get to kind of be the catalyst of the idea. A lot of artists really can't do much if there's no production, no beats. So being a producer, I get to come downstairs in the studio and make beats. Even if I don't, quote unquote, feel like rapping or singing, or I don't have any song concepts I want to talk about, my producer hat goes on and I make a beat. And then that can inspire a song. And all of a sudden, boom. You said, I don't know. That's sad, Russ. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I said, I don't know to what, and what makes it sad. I feel like I have not said anything that's sad so far. So I'd like to know so we can just deep dive into that. Manchester set list yet or too early? Let me tell y'all something. If I got a list of 200 things I'm thinking about, number 380 is tour. It's so the last thing I'm thinking about, bro. I'm sitting at the house trying to just reset and be present. Tour takes a lot out of me. So, why did you never make a music video for Bankrupt? I'm disgusted. And just devastated, man. I'm devastated. Why do I not have a music video for Bankrupt? Someone please. Someone please. Can I pass this off to a handler and someone can just... Am I ready for the Saudi show? Of course. Of course. Paddington instrumental. I was going to put the instrumental up. I just forgot, to be honest. Oh my God, people are actually going along with this and think I don't have a music video to Bankrupt. Ugh, man. Man. Will I ever come do a show in Indianapolis? I just did one last October. Tell me, my boy. Okay, for those who are lost, someone said I'm so lost. All right, someone said, why didn't I put out a music video for Bankrupt? I trolled and went along with it because I can't believe they don't know that there's literally a music video for Bankrupt. There, caught up to speed. 3 things you do every time you're in the studio. I don't really have like strict routines. 3 things I do every time I'm in the studio. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything that I have to do, you know. Otherwise I can't focus, or, you know. I don't know. I honestly don't have anything that I like, some routine when I walk into the studio, like light incense and turn this and do that. I guess the only thing I do is like make the lights be what they are now, but that does play a big role. But don't know if it was the answer you were looking for. No, see, I was gonna say I turn on Disney, but it's not a everyday thing, you know. How do you value your music single success from critics, plays, or reviews? So, obviously, when you get into the music business, everyone kind of falls into the trap of internalizing the music business's value system, which is your song is not a success unless it does X amount of numbers, X amount of streams, etc. That quickly leads to depression because you're valuing things that are out of your control. So, I've luckily I pulled myself out of... Well, first I'll say this. Luckily, I never did quite give that much of a fuck about it, which I show by my actions of putting out a song every week. Like, how much could I really care about one specific song if I put out 80 of them, you know, back to back to back to back? It kind of forces you to move on. But the other thing is, you know, I value the success of my song based off of, did I make what I love and did I put it out how I want and when I want? If I did all those things, then it's a success. You know, I try to detach from the results. Sample Rehab by Amy Winehouse. I just feel like that's such a big song. You know, I don't want to touch it, you know. Do you really not like coffee? No, I don't. I don't like coffee. And I know that got some blowback. And we could indulge if y'all want. I don't have a problem with people who drink coffee. My manager drinks so much coffee. My mom drinks so much coffee. I just don't drink coffee, and I just knew that would piss people off, and I enjoy pushing people's buttons. So that's what I did. You know. I didn't mean to... Well, no, it's not even true. I was going to say I didn't mean to offend the coffee community, but I absolutely did. What do I prefer then? Water. Prefer water. I prefer water. Water. You know? I like the feeling of being able to get up, make it through my day fully inspired, and even if I'm not inspired, I'm disciplined enough to get through it without throwing a fucking tantrum because I didn't have my caffeine fix. I think that's impressive. To have done this whole career with no coffee is remarkable, considering, because everywhere I would walk in the industry, coffee was very close by. I know you guys want me to not just come to Riyadh, and what about Jeddah, and it's like, here's the thing. I go where I'm booked, right? Riyadh sent the offer, so I'm going there. And I feel like it's kind of fair, right? If I'm flying all the way from Atlanta, I got to fly to New York first and then Saudi. It's a long flight. I feel like y'all can meet me halfway in Riyadh. I can't make it exactly to your doorstep, but I feel like I'm making it all the way out there. Y'all can, you know what I mean? Koi, what's going on? Shout out to Coi Leray, man. I think she's a star. I think her melodies are awesome. I think her vocal execution is sick. And I think she gets a lot of hate for just no reason. But keep pushing. If you're watching, keep pushing. It's all waves. Kind of part of the shit. Ups, downs. It is what it is. As long as you float, you're good. Yeah, I think I do have a point. Man. I think if I'm making it all the way out somewhere, that's like 15 hours away. Someone making the trek of 2 hours to meet me somewhere that I travel 15 to is not bad. Oh, Koi, you're in Portugal. Enjoy that. Portugal's fire. The fans out there are incredible too. It's amazing energy. Kill it, be present, drink water, take care of your voice, and don't talk to people. Step one. I don't know what sidebar conversations are being had. I'm trying to eavesdrop via the comments, and I don't know what we're talking about. Favorite song I've created? Yeah, people have been asking that. I don't know. There's a lot of them. Ever thought to play in a movie? I have. We're currently writing a movie, so we're going to make one. It's going to be incredible. Smoke one, question mark. No, you know what? I haven't smoked all year. I really did a complete 180 on my life. Why don't I talk to people? Because you never know if that's going to be the conversation that completely fucks your day up and just drains you. No, I'm kidding. But for real, on tour, I try not to, I do as little of talking to people as possible because my energy is constantly zapped. So on tour, relax. Look at everyone. Just relax. Everyone's freaking out because I said don't talk to people. There was context with it. I was talking about being on tour. I think on tour, you need to preserve as much of your energy as possible. And you need to preserve your voice as much as possible. The vocal doctor literally told me, and John Mayer told me, that you just can't talk for 12 hours a day. So on tour, yeah, I try my best to not talk to people. Is that bad? I feel like that's great. Whatever happened to protect your energy, protect your peace, where y'all at? I thought we were all in agreement that that's what we're doing here. Or not. Someone said, why do you put the camera under your chin? All right. Now we're having issues with my angles. You know why? Because the phone is just here. It's just here. I'm just holding it. And it's just here. And this feels comfortable. That feels like I'm doing a musical. I don't know why, but it feels like I'm doing a musical, So this is where we're at. If you don't like the this means angle of my chin, if you don't like that, feel free. How do I protect my peace? Apparently, I'm not allowed to say how I protect my peace because it's so offensive that sometimes I don't want to talk to people. But that is how I protect my peace. I don't talk to people. I don't allow people to talk to me. I don't respond to people. Yeah, I just don't allow anyone to enter. How do you unwind? What did you replace smoking with? Smoking was never this thing that it was like an everyday thing and I was smoking throughout the day and I needed it to sleep. Smoking was something that I would occasionally do if I was in the studio, if I was drinking. I would never even just smoke straight up sober. I would only really smoke if I was drinking. So once I cut out drinking this year, for the most part, I've only drank a handful of times, 6 or 7 times. I was never really a heavy smoker like that, so I didn't need to like replace it with anything. But how do I unwind? I'm getting better at it. I just feel like people are having conversations that I don't know about. I would love to eavesdrop. Like someone said, but we are all going to try to chat you up. Like that sounds like I'm catching the back nine of a convo that I wish I would have been there for the first couple of holes, but wasn't. Don't know what's going on. So the gym is what he replaced it with. Not true. I didn't replace weed with anything because weed was not a part of my like routine. I would maybe smoke like once a month anyway, What keeps me inspired? Obsession with progress. What is my next big purchase? Probably just investing in my music, to be honest. I already did all the big purchases, I got my house, I got cars for everyone, I got houses for everyone. I'm doing crazy shit in my house, like, I don't know. I got all the big purchases out of the way. Now I'm just, like, dumping it onto the music. What's my gym routine? Depends on the day. I think we do like chest and back, shoulders and arms, and legs and abs. Some of y'all are very judgmental, and I get that. I get it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I get it. It's not a good trait, but I get it. You seem like an artsy guy. I don't know. I don't know if I would put me in that archetype. I feel like I never fit that archetype, but here I am making art, and I'm a guy, so feel free to throw me into that mold, into that box. Just never really felt right, though, What's the part you want to improve about yourself? My patience with myself. I'm just reading. What is my mom's favorite song of mine? Might be Civil War. She likes 3 a.m. a lot, though, too. 3 a.m., Civil War. Yeah. Am I getting any more tattoos? Yeah, at some point. I just don't want to. Not even don't want to. I'm just weary. Weary or wary? It's definitely not wary. What an idiot. It's definitely weary I'm weary of putting things like on my right arm because I don't know if I'm fully committed. I don't know if that's me yet. I don't know if I'm the fully tatted guy yet. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And now that I'm working out, what I've noticed is you can't really see muscles that well when they're covered in tattoos. And I want to see my shit. I worked hard for it, you know? So I don't know. When am I coming out with another book? Not anytime soon, I don't think. I'm still sort of gathering information, learning new things. I got to have something to talk about, you know? So, please come back to South Africa. Well, I appreciate that. I am coming to South Africa in January, and the tickets are on sale now. For anyone wondering if I'm coming to your city, first of all, the North America tour is done, except for Hawaii. I'm coming to Hawaii in November. But overseas, all the tickets are on sales. I'm going everywhere around the world. It's crazy. Is it hard to trust people? The thing with trust, I feel like it's pretty cut and dry. The only way to figure out if you can trust somebody is by trusting them. So is it hard? I guess. But do you have a choice? No. If you want to figure out if you can trust somebody. Do you think you'll ever reach a point in life where you'll take a break or step back from music for a while? No. I make music. That's just like what I do. It's what I have to do. It's like drinking water for me. It's just what I do. It's interesting because a lot of people, like, when I posted that video of me saying, oh, I'm about to just do nothing and I'm about to just be in the house doing nothing, embracing nothingness. And people saw me in the gym and they saw me putting out songs like, what happened? Like, I thought you're bullshit. And it was actually like really interesting to me because I was like, wow, okay, well, this is like a great sign for me. My version of nothingness just means like I'm in the house. I'm not leaving the house. I'm not doing interviews. I'm not talking to this person. I'm not doing anything career related. I'm not mixing and mingling with any of that shit. But obviously I'm still going to go to the gym. Obviously I'm still going to make music. Those are just things that I like to do. That's like for me, those are two hobbies, right? So if you tell somebody you're going to do nothing all summer and then you start playing video games and they're like, what? I thought you were going to do nothing. Why are you playing video games? It's like, did y'all actually think like I meant just sitting and staring at the wall? I was so confused when people say that. I think people actually thought that for 2 months I was going to sit and stare at the walls. Why don't I live in LA? I don't like LA like that. I love the fans, but I could never live there. It doesn't feel like home. It doesn't feel grounded to me. I love the fans in LA, but I can never live there. There's too much fake shit going on out there. I'm cool on it. But LA's got like some of the most diehard fans though, so I'll always fuck with the fans in LA, but I couldn't live out there. And I've talked with my LA fans about that. They understand. They know that I love them, but I just couldn't do it because it's too much industry weirdo shit going on out there. You know? My guy, Afion Crockett, was good. What genre of music are you interested in that you haven't played with yet? I don't know. I feel like I've been dabbling. Yeah, I love y'all in LA. Y'all know, it's just really like the industry shit out there. I just really couldn't, like, that couldn't be my day-to-day. You know? And I want to be close to my family. I want to be close to my mom, to my brother, my niece, you know. And everyone's in Atlanta, so it's like I'd rather just be here. Comfortable here, feels like home. Got my routine. I got my favorite spots on Uber Eats, you know. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy in Atlanta. Could I ever live in a new country? Um, I could. I just wouldn't. I might now. That doesn't mean like what I'll definitely do is like, oh, go to Italy for 2 months and record. You know what I mean? Like I'll do shit like that, but live like I'm about to just move and no, I have no desire to. I think I've been blessed enough to travel the world and travel the world often and not just see a hotel room and see the venue and then go to the next city. I always have make sure I take days off and see things, and I've got to experience a lot of places to the point where I get it, you know? Like I'm blessed that I've been where I've been, but it's like going, for example, going to Paris now isn't like, whoa, you know, 'cause I've been to Paris 10 times, 11 times. I've been to Paris more times than I've been to, uh, you know, Denver, you know? So I don't know, just the novelty of those places isn't like, oh my God, I just like can't wait to live overseas or something. I don't know. I know myself. I know myself. I like my routine here. I'm gonna record in other places and just have fun and do shit like that, but I don't see myself living full time anywhere else, you know. Favorite old project of mine before the debut. This is a good question. I don't think anyone's ever asked me this. Um Before the debut, I think I don't know. I got to go back and like hear them. I'm sure I don't want to do that and it would be super disturbing. Um Silence was really solid. I love Colorblind, man. I love how cohesive it was. I love Colorblind, but I love like Velvet, the very first one, my first 8 songs ever. I don't know. It's tough. Just checking the time. It's 4:18. I feel like I've been on here for a minute. Um, Gonna hop off. Just wanted to pop in, say hello. I feel like we had some good dialogue, some healthy combos. Hope everyone's good. Um, yeah. Paddington Freestyle's out now. And yeah, appreciate y'all.